Okay, I'm going to give away a free t-shirt, bring you a Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown fight, bring you comics news, and reveal the books I bought this week. How y'all doing? I'm Victor, and you are watching a Comic Hero show. Now kick that intro! Edition of the Comic Hero Show. I'm your host Victor Nunley, and I am the Comic Hero. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. Now, Thanksgiving is when we remember all the things that we're thankful for, and we give thanks again. Now, I can tell y'all one of the things that I'm very thankful for. First off, I'm thankful for my family, the greatest support system ever. I'm thankful for all the talents and different opportunities and friendships that have been forged. I'm thankful for y'all. I'm thankful for having the greatest fan base ever. And most importantly, I'm thankful to be alive. Now, here's the thing. You can't tell me that there's at least not one thing you're thankful for. I mean, that's a very shallow way of living life. We all have to be thankful for at least one thing. And most times we're thankful to be alive, because in this day and time, especially with this pandemic and then other types of adversity we may go through, you can be here today and gone today. So just be thankful that you're here, that you're living, because your life is very short. So in all things, give thanks. Now, this is a Thanksgiving Comic Hero tee. If you would like your very own Thanksgiving Comic Hero tee, you can find them on the website IamTheComicHero.com for $17. All right, it's time to give away a free t-shirt. All right, on last week's episode, I asked, which DC character possesses the willpower to resist a Black Lantern power ring? Well, the correct answer is Green Arrow. Now, if you say Green Arrow, Oliver Queen, or even the Oliver Queen Green Arrow, I accept your answer. And 8 people have answered correctly, and because they've answered correctly, their name's been entered in a drawing for a free tee. And that drawing takes place right now. So the winner of free tee for this week's episode of the show is Diane Rapon from St. Paul, Minnesota. So congratulations, Diane. You win yourself a free Comic Hero tee. All right, here's the question for next week's episode, and this is a Marvel question. Which Marvel anti-hero was originally created to be a Spider-Man villain? Now, here are the hints, and I'm going to give y'all 2 of them. The first hint is that this anti-hero made his debut in The Amazing Spider-Man number 129 in 1974. And then the second hint, and this is kind of a dead giveaway if you've watched movies or TV shows. This character has appeared in movies and TV shows and was played by Dolph Lundgren, Thomas Jane, and John Barenthal. Everyone who answers correctly will be entered in a drawing for a free tee on next week's episode of the show. All right, now D'Angelo Ballou from Warren, Ohio has requested a Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown fight, and this one features a martial artist in the comics going up against a martial artist in the video games. Representing Marvel, we have Iron Fist, and representing Street Fighter, we have Sagat. These two are going to duke it out in a segment I like to call
the Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown.
Welcome to the Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown. Today, it's Iron Fist versus Sagat. Iron Fist is a master martial artist who utilizes concentrated chi in his fist called the Iron Fist, a mystical weapon. Sagat is a huge Muay Thai champion from Thailand and former elite member of Shadowloo. He possesses superhuman strength, stamina, and agility. Who will win? Sagat, being the competitive fighter he is, will hardly let Iron Fist get a hit in this fight. Sagat would attempt minutes of punches and kicks on Iron Fist, in which the latter would either block or dodge. Sagat would then deliver a leg sweep on Iron Fist, causing the latter to fall flat on his back. Just as Sagat is about to deliver a fatal crush to Iron Fist's spine, the latter charges up his fist, rolls over, and delivers a lethal uppercut that knocks the former out cold. Iron Fist wins, and that concludes this fight on the Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown. Alright, thank you D'Angelo Blue for that fight. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I'll have another one for next week. Now it's time for Comically Speaking, so without further ado, let's talk comics! Alright, there are three things we're going to talk about in this segment of Comically Speaking. Here's the first. Now, if you're like me and you're a fan of the X-Men animated series that was on Fox back in the 90s, I have some great news. There's going to be a series that's going to pick up where the final episode of that series, Graduation Day, left off, called X-Men 97. And really looking forward to this. Now, granted, not every cast member is going to come back. Of course, Norm Spencer, who played Cyclops, recently passed away. But they're going to bring back some of the voice actors and then bring in some new ones. Now, it's not really been said as to whether the series director of the series, Larry Houston, is going to be back in the fold, but I really can't wait to see this. And they're also going to use the original animation from the series. They're not going to do animation similar to the amazing animation that we saw in Marvel's What If. But honestly, I can't wait for this. But X-Men 97 will come to Disney Plus in 2023. All right, now the second thing is that there's going to be a new Aquaman series coming to DC in February called Aquaman, and it's going to star both Arthur Curry and Jackson Hyde, taking on the mantle of this character. I mean, with Arthur Curry being Aquaman and Jackson Hyde being Aquaman. So what's better than one Aquaman? Two of them. And it's going to be written by Chuck Brown and Brandon Thomas, with art by Sammy Basri and Adriano Lucas. And the first story arc is going to focus on a suicide bomber in Middle America who's revealed to be an Atlantean sleeper agent gone rogue. And both Arthur and Jackson are going to investigate, and really can't wait to read this. Now, this is going to spin out of both Aquaman the Becoming and the Black Manta miniseries that are currently on the shelf in comic book stores right now. But I honestly can't wait. You know Black Manta is going to have something to do with it because his son is Jackson Hyde. I mean, if you've ever watched you read any of the comics or you watched an episode of Young Justice on HBO Max, you would know that. But Aquaman coming to bookshelves in February of next year. All right, and the third and final thing is that there's going to be a new Shazam series, or rather a mini-series coming to DC also in February. And here's bad news about it. Billy Batson will not be the champion anymore. Instead, it's going to be his older sister, Mary Bromfield, who we know better as Mary Marvel. She's going to be the new champion, and the name of the miniseries is called, well, The New Champion of Shazam, and it's going to be written by Josie Campbell with art by Evan Doc Shaner. Now, Shaner has recently done the artwork in this miniseries that starred Adam Strange called Strange Adventures, and then also he's done this Hanna-Barbera project for DC a few years ago, and I'm really looking forward to this. I'm really looking forward to this because, you know, this is a story, something that DC's been wanting to do for years. They wanted to build. Now, granted, near the end of the the pre-Flashpoint DC universe, they made Freddie Freeman the new champion, but this time they're going to make Mary Bromfield the champion. I honestly can't wait to read this book. I mean, DC is really, it's really been cranking out a lot of great monthlies and miniseries, and I can't wait for this one. All right, that's it for Comically Speaking. Let's get to the comics I bought this week.
Comic books I bought this week.
All right, first up is The Amazing Spider-Man number 78.BEY. Now you're probably wondering what this BEY stands for. It stands for Beyond. So what this is pretty much a cutting room floor issue of the monthly series. It's not really part of the, well, it's part of the monthly, but it's not part of the monthly. Aquaman The Becoming number 3. I'm really excited about this miniseries. Aquaman Green Arrow Deep Target number 1. Batman number 117. Dark Ages number 3. Fantastic Four Anniversary Tribute. Green Lantern number 8. Justice League number 69. Nubia and the Amazons number 2. Really excited about this miniseries also. Robins number 1. Suicide Squad number 9. Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow number 5. Superman the Authority number 3. Superman Son of Kal-El number 5. Sword number 10. Really excited about this miniseries also. Wonder Woman Evolution number 1 with artwork by my good friend Mike Hawthorne. And finally, X-Force number 25. Alright, that's 17, which brings the total number of comics that I bought since December of 1997 to 11,033. Alright, well, I hope you all enjoyed this week's episode. And here's a question again for a free tee for next week's episode of the show. Which Marvel anti-hero was created to be a villain, was originally rather, created to be a villain of Spider-Man? Now, here are the hints again. The first hint is that this character made his debut in The Amazing Spider-Man number 129 in 1974. Then the second hint is that this character has appeared in both the big screen and the small screens and was played by Dolph Lundgren, Thomas Jane, and John Barenthal. Everyone who answers correctly will be entered in a drawing for a free tea on next week's episode of the show. And congratulations to Diane Rapon from St. Paul, Minnesota, who won a free tea on this week's episode. All right, here's the road ahead for the show. Now, on next week's episode, which is episode 380, I'm going to raise awareness of diabetes. November is Diabetes Awareness Month. I personally know some folks that that are battling diabetes, and I want to show some love to them. And then also, on episodes 381 through 383, 3 episodes, I am going to celebrate Christmas. All 3 of them are going to be Christmas episodes. Christmas is one of my favorite times of the year, and really looking forward to these episodes. And also, as I did last year, you will hear some arrangements of Christmas songs by me playing in the background. And then also episode 384, which is the end of the year episode, I'm going to celebrate, or I'm going to, it's going to be the annual college football playoffs episode. Now, with the exception of 2018, I've done this episode every year. And it's looking really close, folks. It's looking really close, and I can't wait till the college football playoffs episode. And then episode 385 is going to be the first episode of 2022. And then shortly after that, I'm going to show some love to the National Football Champions. All right, so yeah. And if you missed episode 378, that's the episode where I finally got to 11,000 comics and also celebrated Veterans Day. Now, I don't believe that we should have to set aside a single day to acknowledge our U.S. veterans. I mean, they had served our country. They're here to tell about it, and we should show love to them. And also, I mean, with this being Thanksgiving, as you know, as I said, you have at least one thing to be thankful for. You should be thankful that you're here, that you're still living. And if you go to somebody's house for Thanksgiving, you know, enjoy yourselves. And here's the thing, family to me isn't just blood. Family can be someone that you're just very close to. Don't limit, just because you're around someone that's not related to you by blood, then it doesn't mean that they're not family. Of course they are. Anyone can be your family. Anyone. It could be folks that you're related to by blood. It could be it could be a friend. It could even be a complete stranger. But hope y'all have a great Thanksgiving. Hopefully I will too. And see you next time. All right, I'm Victor Nunley on the Comic here. I'll see you next time for episode 380. So until then, be safe, be blessed, be a hero, and happy Thanksgiving, y'all.